Good morning, I am Purnima and I stand before you to explain the lesson Indigo. Children, I've already told you that this lesson is written by Louis Fisher. He was born in 1896 and he died in 1917. And children, he was born in Philadelphia. I hope you know where is Philadelphia. It is in America, and he served as a volunteer in the British Army between 1918 and 1920. Finally, children, he did not like that job and he left that job, and finally he made his career as a journalist and wrote for the New York Times. So children, he wrote for two newspapers. One was a New York Times and the other was the Saturday Review. Children, that was for European and Asian publication. Now children, he the life of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, he has written this book, and this lesson Indigo, is a part of that expert. It is an excerpt of that book. The name of the book is The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. Now student children, I already told you that this book has been reviewed as one of the best book. Why? Children, it was because it was one of the best book on Gandhi. This was reviewed also as one of the best book ever written on Gandhi by Times Educational Supplement. So children, who had given this review? Times Educational Supplement. So according to them, this was one of the best book on Gandhi. Now children, I told you children, Gandhi ji, children, he got this Louis Fisher. He was so much impressed by Mr. Gandhi that he went to take his interview. And children, there Gandhiji shared a lot of things. So first thing he shared that the idea of the departure of the British came to his mind through this children incident of Champaran. Okay, earlier he was thinking that they should leave India, but in their idea of the departure of the British from India, exactly that came in his mind when he saw the children how Britishers they were exploited Champaran farmers, and how children they were badly treated. They were so poor that children, when I will be reading this lesson, you will come to know that when Gandhiji told Kasturba was the wife of Gandhiji. When Gandhiji told Kasturba that you have to teach about the hygiene and the neatness of clothes, because when he went to Champaran's village, he saw many ladies, their dresses were not very neat. So children, they were so poor, and one of the lady took Kasturba to her hut, and she told, see, I don't have any cupboard, I don't have any box, only this sari I am putting from many days, I don't have any other clothes to wear. They were so poor. Okay, so this was the reality of Champaran. After working so hard for years, growing the crop like indigo, which was very profitable at that time, the farmers were not having anything for children eating also properly, and children to complete their basic needs like food, clothing, shelter. So this was the condition of which children Britishers were responsible. So this was the idea of the departure of the British. Then children, when Gandhiji saw all this thing, then children he thought that the British should be kicked out from India. They are doing a lot of torture on Indians. And children, this was shared to by Gandhiji when children Louis Fisher came to India to take his interview. On his interview, Gandhiji told Louis Fisher that the idea of the departure of the British came in his mind it was in 1917. And children, he started describing that it was December 1916 when children a annual convention of Indian National Congress in Lucknow was there, and children there he was followed by a poor peasant Rajkumar Shukla. Now children, when this peasant he was so seriously following him, at first Gandhiji did not pay attention on him, he did not heeded on him, but then children, when every time he saw that that fellow from the last 1 week he is after him, then Gandhiji thought that something is there that he should know why this man is after his life for so many days. Now children, this man, when he met Gandhiji, he did not tell anything to Gandhiji, only told one thing, that please come to Champaran and see the condition of the farmers there. Gandhiji, children, he was so, he did not even heard the name of Champaran. He was not aware that this place is also there in India. So he asked him that I've never heard of this place, and children, he told that you just come and see the condition of the poor farmers, how badly they are treated by the Britishers. Now Gandhiji told that now I am very much busy and a fixed schedule is there for 15 to 20 days. Then children, that farmer became very sad, and Gandhiji told him, okay, one thing can be done, that one day I will be coming to children Kanpur, and from there we can go to Champaran. Now the farmer was a bit happy. He thought that at least coming and meeting him was a bit proved to be a bit success. And finally children, after few days, Gandhiji went to Kanpur, and from there he went to Champaran. There he saw that the farmers, for that peasant, that poor peasant Rajkumar Shukla, he was waiting eagerly for him at the same place children where he was told to wait. Okay, so he was waiting eagerly. Now what happened? Gandhiji, children, he came to him and he told Gandhiji, since he was very poor, he was feeling shy to take Gandhiji to his house, and he told Gandhiji that you will be staying at the place of children, where at the place of this famous lawyer, and the name of that lawyer was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Later on, he became the first president of India, and he was also the president of the Congress. Okay, but in the meantime, children, he was not there, and his servant was there, who thought that Gandhiji is also a very small farmer like this Rajkumar. So he told Gandhiji that you cannot sit here as his master is not there. So they went and sat outside, waited for some time for Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Now children, he also thought that Gandhiji is untouchable, because Gandhiji was feeling very thirsty, and when he asked for water, he told there is a well, you can go and have water. Children, when Gandhiji went there, he came running. He told okay, if that water will fall from your hand to that well, then everything will become so impure. Okay, then Gandhiji realized that how backward these people are, where they are so superstitious, full of backwardness, and children, he decided that he should remove all this superstitious thought from them. Well, children, he from Champaran, he went to Motihari district. At that time, children, one professor was there, though it was very difficult task for the people who used to come and greet the person who was supporting the peasant, but that professor, he did not feel scared from the Britisher, and he with his students, some of the students, he came to the station to receive Gandhiji. Now children, Gandhiji, he wanted to talk to some of the British officers also. So first he decided that he would talk to the secretary, British official commissioner of that. No, he thought that he would be talking to the secretary, but he behaved very badly with Gandhiji. He did not give any information to Gandhiji regarding the rules and the law related with indigo harvest. So Gandhiji but he did not lose his heart. He started children searching for another British officer. He was a British official commissioner at the Tribhuth division. But children, there he was treated very badly. He was not only treated unkindly, but he was children bullied also, and he was told to leave the place. Now Gandhiji told me, I am not going to leave any place. Then this idea came to him, that why should I obey Britishers who are there in our country? Okay, this idea came to him at that moment only. Now children, instead of moving, he sat on the elephant and he started roaming in the city. Many peasants came, surrounded him, and Gandhiji was happy that he was having a lot of support from Indian peasant. Well children, Gandhiji received a summon to appear in the court the next day. Okay, and children, so many people were there. many people had a news that a Mahatma is there who is going to support him, so they came in thousand to meet him. Now, children, Gandhiji wanted at that time only one thing. He told ki, okay, following the rule or not following the rule is something else. But why my Indian people, they are having so much fear from the Britishers that they are not even able to speak in front of those Britishers. So he thought it is first thing I should remove the fear from their mind. Then only I will do something else for them, because as long as they will have a fear, whatever they will be telling them, they will be obeying them, because they were so scared from those Britishers. And children, then he got some news also that one of the farmer who was coming to meet Gandhiji, he was bullied, he was beaten very badly, was so much ill-treated by some of the Britishers. So Gandhiji knew that what was really happening there, those who were resisting it, those who were revolting it, they were treated in a very unkind manner. Their houses were burned, they were sometimes brutally killed, children, brutally ill-treated by those British people. So he understood everything, and children, now his main motto was to remove their fear from the farmer's head. Now children, I am in page number 50. Okay. And children, I'm from the fourth paragraph I'm going to start reading. Now children, the two officers behaved very badly with Gandhiji, and now let's see what happened next. Children, the official felt powerless without Gandhiji's cooperation. Now children, he helped them regulate the crowd, and children, so many crowd was gathered that even those officers, children, they feeling afraid, because they have never seen so many crowd gathered to see one person, that was Mahatma Gandhi. He knew that Gandhiji is a very strong figure and he is having the support of many Indian. Now children, British officers, they were powerless, they were not able to remove the crowd, so they also asked the help from Mahatma Gandhi in dispersing the crowd, in removing those crowd. Well children, Gandhiji helped them to regulate the crowd. Regulate means here, children, to control. What is the meaning of regulate here? Regulate here means to control. Okay. So Gandhiji found the town of Motihari black with present. They did not know Gandhiji record in South Africa. I've read this one. And children, I'm again going to explain the fourth paragraph. The official felt powerless without Gandhiji's cooperation. Now children, when the officers, they saw the large crowd, and they knew that without the help of Gandhiji, they won't be able to remove those crowd. So Gandhiji helped them in controlling those crowd, removing those crowd. He was polite and friendly. Children, though they had behaved in a very bad manner with Gandhiji, but Gandhiji was very polite and he was very friendly to the British officer. He was giving them concrete proof that they might hitherto dreaded and unquestioned could be challenged by Indian. Now children, Gandhiji was giving in a simple manner, he was telling them that if there will be unity, then they won't be able to do anything. So Gandhiji told them that now that unity has started taking place, and children, and it could be challenged, their rules and regulation could be challenged by the Indian people. The government was baffled. Children, baffled here means, children, he was perplexed. Perplexed means they were disturbed mentally and they were worried. The prosecutor requested just to postpone the trial. Now children, they knew that if Gandhiji would be arrested, so worst thing will be happen, because lot of farmers gathered. Anything, the life of those officers would not be safe. So they told that officer who was dealing the case, he told them that there should be no. He read a statement. He told that there should be no prosecute. Okay, and we should postpone the trial. Apparently, the authorities wish to consult their superiors. Now, children, finally they thought, okay, but it is better to consider the superior officer, the senior officers. Gandhiji protested against the delay. Now children, they don't want to show that they were bending against in front of Gandhiji, and at the same they don't want to become losers. So children, they started pulling the case for a longer period of time, and children, Gandhiji protested against the delay. Gandhiji understood everything. He protested the delay. He read a statement pleading guilty. Children, he read a statement also. Okay, in fact, in that he told, okay, I am guilty conscious, and he told he was involved. He told the court in a conflict of duties. Now, children, I think this word is very important. Conflict of duties. Now, children, they were Gandhiji, as it was believed that he had two duties. One, children, he had to listen to the rules and regulation of the Indian government, and second, he had to listen to his conscience. So children, his conscience, he started thinking to whom to listen. Should I listen to the rules and regulation which was there by the Indian government, or should I listen to my conscience? Now children, he decided he should listen to his conscience. And what his conscience says, conscience said, forget about the laws of the Indian rules and regulation, just support these peasants who are helpless, and nobody is there to support him. And they were so scared by the British people that children, it seemed that it is impossible for them to fight without any supporter. So children, Gandhiji told the court, see, I am also here because of something. And what was that something? He told that I am following my children conscience, the voice of my conscience. Okay, and he is telling, so children, here Gandhiji decided that children, he will follow the voice of his conscience. He did not care for the British authorities or the British officers. He told ki first I would like to listen to my conscience, the inner voice. Conscience means the inner voice. Okay. So children, I am here at page number 50 and I am reading this. Gandhiji, children, protested against the delay. He read a statement pleading guilty. He told that he is a guilty conscious person because children, he was involved in doing something that he was not supposed to do. That means children, he wanted to say that he should follow the summon of the courts. Summon means the call from the court, and children, he should do whatever the government policies are there, he should follow it. But then children, his conscience was not ready to do that. He told the court that he is bound with a conflict of duty, that there are two duties are having conflict in his heart. One is the duties towards the government, and other is a duty which his conscience is telling him to do. And what his conscience was telling him to do, that fight with the injustice. His conscience was telling to fight with the injustice which was done by the British officer to the poor peasant. So on the one hand, not to set a bad example as a lawbreaker. Children, Gandhiji did not want to set himself as an example of the lawbreaker. He did not want to set himself as an example of the lawbreaker. But at the same time, children, he could not ignore his voice of his conscience. Okay. So there was a conflict between the two things in his heart. One, either he should be a lawbreaker or he should listen to the voice of his conscience. Well, on the other hand, to render the humanitarian and national service. Render means children to do. Render means do, and humanitarian here means human, and national service for which he had come. So he thought he should do for the cause of which he had come from far away. He had promised Rajkumar Shukla also that if they are correct, he is going to support them. So what he has decided? He has decided that whatever children would be good for humanity, he will do that. So he disregarded the order to leave. Now children, court had ordered him to leave, but he told, no, I am not going to obey this order. And children, this was first his disobedience towards the court. Not for want of respect for lawful authority. He is told, I am not doing that because I am not having respect for the authority. I am doing that because, children, but in obedience to the higher law of our being. There is one more law which I have to follow, and which is inside my conscience, and that is the law of humanity. That means whatever is the right thing to do, you should support that thing. So children, the voice, he asked the penalty due, and children, he knew that he might get the punishment. Penalty here is the punishment from the court, and he told, okay, I am ready to face any penalty, any punishment which would be given to me from the court, by the court. And children, the magistrate announced that he would pronounce sentence after a 2-hour recess. Now children, when magistrate heard him, he also told that okay, he is going to punish him, but he would take the break for 2 hours, and after that he will be telling his decision. He asked the penalty due. The magistrate announced that he would pronounce sentence after 2 hours. So magistrate also told him that whatever the decision of the court is there, he would tell him after 2 hours. The magistrate announced that he would pronounce sentence after 2-hour recess, and asked Gandhiji to furnish bail for those 120 minutes. Children, furnish means here present. Here furnish means present. So what is the meaning of furnish here? Furnish here means present. And so, and bail means security. So bail here means, children, security. So the magistrate announced that he would pronounce means here deliver sentence after 2-hour recess. Recess is break here, and ask Gandhiji to furnish here means, children, to present bail, to present security for those 120 minutes. Okay. Gandhiji refused. Gandhiji told, no, I am not going to provide you any bail. The judge released him without bail. Children, the judge were helpless. He knew that if he will not release me, the crowd would against in front of the jail. Children, anything can happen to them. So he released Gandhiji without bail. When the court reconvened means started again. Children, this is a new word. Reconvened, started again. So children, after some time, the court started again. The court reconvened means started again. Okay. The judge said he would not deliver the judgment for several days. Well, children, the judge know if he will speak in favor of him, that the British authority would not like to hear that. And if he will not give favor to him, the people will be against him. So children, what he had done, he told he would not deliver the judgment for several days. Meanwhile, he allowed Gandhiji to remain at liberty. At the same time, children, he told Gandhiji that they will not put him to jail. He will be living with liberty. Well, children, by the meantime, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore Babu, Maulana Mazharul Haq, and several other prominent lawyers. Prominent is important. Lawyers had arrived from Bihar. So even these children, prominent lawyers, even they came from Bihar from the other parts of Bihar, and they conferred with Gandhi. Okay, conferred is, children, they discuss. Conferred means they discuss. Okay, they started discussing that what will happen afterward, what punishment they can give, how, children, the case would be, there should be a turning point in the case. So all these barristers and lawyers, children, they discuss. What would they do if he was sentenced to prison? Now, children, their first sentence was that till now they did not send him to prison. But what would happen to Gandhiji when he would sent to prison? So he told ki what would happen to Gandhiji when he would be sent to prison. Okay. Gandhiji asked. No, children. In fact, Gandhiji asked them. Gandhiji asked them that what they will do if he would sent to prison. Why the senior lawyer replied they had come to advise and help him. And he told ki why the senior lawyers, they are replying him, they should come and advise him what he had to do, what he had not to do. They should come and help Gandhiji. Now they would go home. So, children, if he went to jail, there would be nobody to advise and they would go home. So he told ki it's better, children, we will discuss the matter, because if they arrest him, if they arrest Gandhiji, so what he will do, how he is going to take their advice, their legal protection and all that thing. Okay, legally he was wanted to discuss all that thing with those children, so-called prominent lawyer. What about the injustice to the sharecropper? Then, children, at the same time, children, Gandhiji told that what would happen to the injustice. Okay, fine. If the court will not punish him, it will be okay. But then what would be the injustice done to the children sharecroppers? Gandhiji told. The lawyers withdrew to consult. Well, the children, when Gandhiji told them, then these lawyers, they started discussing. They started consulting each other. Rajendra Prasad has recorded the upshot of their consultation. They thought among themselves that Gandhi was totally a stranger, and yet he was prepared to go to prison for the sake of the peasant. If they, on the other hand, being not only resident of the adjoining district but also those who claim to have served these peasants, should go home, it would be shameful desertion. Now, children, when Gandhiji were discussing all this thing, in fact, they were willing to go home. But when Gandhiji discussed, children, a thought came to their mind. And what was the thought? That Gandhiji is an outsider. He came from far away to fight for the cause of the sharecropper. Children, they are living in Bihar. They are coming from the adjoining district, and children, these people, they claim to have served these peasants. So what will happen if they will leave the case and go? It would be a shameful decision for them. So, children, they accordingly went back to Gandhiji and told him they were ready to follow him into jail. The battle of Champaran is won, he exclaimed. Now, children, Gandhiji, they came to Gandhiji's. They told him, if you will go to jail, finally afterward they discussed together in the group, and they told Gandhiji that if you will go to jail, then even we will be following you in the jail. And children, Gandhiji was very happy. For the first time, he realized that the Indian people are awakening, and a sense of unity can be seen. Okay, so he gave his decision at the very moment. He told, "Ki the moment you told me that you would be coming to the jail with us, I understand that now the battle of Champaran is won," he exclaimed. Then he took a piece of paper and divided the group into pairs and put down the order in which each pair was to court arrest. Now he told me that anything can happen to them, because if they will come and support Gandhiji, because they were the prominent lawyer of that place, so children, even they could be arrested. So Gandhi ji told, okay, I am going to make the list, you two will go the court together, and children there, if they wanted to arrest, then the pair would be arrested. Okay, so a list was made by Gandhi ji, that pair list. Okay, and he told that if arrest would take place, then each pair would be going in the manner which I had told you them to go. So children, such was the decision of Gandhi ji. Children, one man, but only one man had supported for the cause, and children, the other put their hand on the shoulder of that one man, and that was the Mahatma. Okay, he proved that he is a Mahatma for the Indian people, for those poor farmers who were really exploited badly by the British people. And children, now that time ends, until tomorrow, in tomorrow's in my other video, I will be discussing the matter. Now we are at the last stage of the story of the lesson, and then we will see what really happened, who really has won. It is Gandhiji along with the poor people of India, or was it a British officer? Okay, so I will be telling you this, and with this, children, I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.